I'm Nathan Ahern and I founded Bronze Betty in 2020, and this day has been coming for quite some time and it's pretty exciting. So we've tried many times before to put a logo on our products. So we make, as you'd know, bronze and brass products. These are all bronze of the gold colour. And here's how our friend Britt says it's Larry the lobster. So check out Larry. Anyway, getting our logo on our products has been quite the effort. And we've tried all sorts of things, to manufacturing it with in the cast or the mold, and that works okay, but it doesn't work in all scenarios, and it requires us to go back and change all of our molds, and there's a lot of work because we've got lots and lots of products, or at least lots of molds. We don't make all of our molds into products. But what we do have is that pretty much on every product, if you look at the bottom of this one, or the bottom of this one, we've got a flat surface. And so we've been trialing different ways to do things from your etch. We've done laser etching, we've done engraving, we've done laser engraving, which is pretty much the same as laser and etching. Anyway, I'm a bit of an electronics nerd. I like electronics, and we came up with the idea of using some of the technology in electronics to etch our logo on. And so it's a little different to making it, but you might know that in electronics they use a copper on what's called a PCB. It's a printed circuit board, and you can then etch that copper away using acid. So we're going to use the same thing, but what we've decided to do is we've created these two stamps. One is the opposite of the other. And so if you can see them there, you'll see that they're two Bronze Betty logo stamps, two BBs. And the idea is to use these stamps and to work out which logo looks best. And so these are the stamps, and this is the stamp ink. And we've got some hydrogen peroxide and some hydrochloric acid. And the way that a printed circuit board is made at home is what they use is they'll use an ink, like a texture or those sorts of things, to protect the copper, and then they will use an acid, like hydrochloric acid mixed with hydrogen peroxide, and they'll use that solution and it'll etch away the logo, or the bit that isn't protected by the ink. So we're going to try that. And so what I've done, because we don't know whether this is going to work or not, what I've done is I've gotten two of our Freddo Frog bottle openers, which is, I think they're fantastic. And I've polished, you'll notice that one is brighter than the other. And I've polished one and left the other one, it's been not polished, I'd say, for 8 months. So there's a little difference there in the colour. And what we're going to do is we're going to mix up some solution. I've got a scales, and I'm going to mix up the solution by putting some hydrochloric acid in there and some hydrogen peroxide. I've got a cloth here. We've got the stamp. I'll take the stamp pad out so that we've got that easy access. And all you're doing is mixing a little bit of mostly hydrochloric acid with a little bit of hydrogen peroxide. Just put that down over there for later. And there we go. We've got a red ink pad. I thought it was black, but oh no, it said red on the side, so probably should have read that. Anyway, red it is, and that's what we've got. It'll probably make it easier to see. Just take off there's a bit of plastic with a bit of extra ink sitting on it, so we'll just make sure that goes over there. And then, I know I probably should be wearing glasses in this. Actually, I know I should be wearing glasses in this, and I can't find my glasses. So I'm just going to be extra safe when I do this. If you are going to do this at home, I recommend you wear glasses. So we're just going to take off the hydrochloric acid. I'm going to weigh it out. So there's a formula that you're supposed to follow, which is a lot of hydrochloric acid and a little bit of hydrogen peroxide. I am going to try to make some, real formula for this. So I'm just going to put, that's what I'm going to try to do. I'm going to do, there's 40 grams of hydrochloric acid. And then we're going to have some people just say a small amount of hydrogen peroxide. I'm sure there's a formula for it. I did not check the formula beforehand. I have read it before. Oh, geez, that changed colour. So that is a clear liquid, and that is a clear liquid. And then check this out. Can you see that in there? That is not a clear liquid. It's like looks like iodine, really. So that came out to be, sort of got like 1 gram of hydrogen peroxide. Now, what I'll do is I'll put the stamps on. So I'm going to stamp 1 here and 1 there. Now, this one, if you look at it, what will happen is that there'll be a round circle with bronze, the BB, in the center that won't be etched, and the outside of the BB will be etched. So it'll be just a circle with BB in the center, which will be unetched. And this one will be just the BB being etched. So everything else around the BB will be protected by the ink, and the BB won't have any ink on it. Don't know how well that will go. It's very small, the BB. We've never used these. They've got like a red tinge to it. They must test them in the factory. Anyway, so we're going to try that. So we'll put some on there, and then put it there. Geez, that did not work very well. So I'll try it over here. That did not work well at all. Okay, that's interesting. So we'll try again with a different stamp and see if that makes any difference. There's a lot of ink on that one, and it really gets a good suction onto the piece, and it doesn't do very well. Before I put the next one, I'll show you how it showed out. Now, the stamp looks like that, and that's how it came out. It's almost unintelligible. I can't really tell what it is. So, and it did the same thing on the other one. So it could be that the ink's no good. It could be that there's too much ink on the stamp. But since we've never used these before, let's turn that off. You're seeing this the first time, so that's a bit better. It's actually a lot better. You see that there? It's a lot better from the last one, and we'll try this one. That's a lot better. So if you see there, it's also looking really good. Now I had a paintbrush, but I have managed to lose it. So, and I only want to put a little bit on. So I'm going to run off, cut here, I'm going to run off, get my paintbrush, come back, and it'll be dry. So now I am back, and let's hope that the ink has dried. It'll be interesting to see if it's dried properly on bronze. Sometimes these things don't dry. I better close up the ink thing before it gets all moist, gets all dry, sorry. And this is, I don't know if you can see that, I hope you can. It's like, looks like iodine. I just want to get like a drop on, I think. And see how that goes. It's no good. It is a fail. Let me show you. So the ink must be water-based, and it has not. It's liquefied. So it'll probably just drop off there in a sec. But it's liquefied the stamp. So back to the drawing board. We're close, I think. We're very close, but not quite close enough that there's any etching going on. Thanks. Till next time.